to TV3, The Farm Show. Today we're visiting a dairy farm. I'm with Jen Schwantes of Perham. Your farm is located, you're between Perham and New York Mills and then to the north.
Yep.
Know where that is. And she and her husband Dave built the new barn. Is this like 2 years now?
About a year and a half.
Year and a half ago. So we're in the milking parlor here. The cows are not being milked right now. They're out, they'll be back later. And we're here to see what they all do on the dairy farm. This parlor is part of the new barn, and I found that interesting when you were building because the old barn stood in the same spot, correct?
It did, yep. We took it down and built right on top.
And there was a couple silos too?
Three silos. We took those down and changed our whole feeding. So we changed our whole system.
That was it was a stall type barn. Now this is what we called a free stall.
Free stall and a parlor.
And parlor. Yep. And what I remember about if I drive by when you were constructing, your old barn had a few additions, but you saved one because you milked the cows in that little addition while you had demolished the old barn.
We did. We kept our old milk house and then part of our old barn, and we just milked 12 cows at a time in our old barn.
Okay.
Yep.
So in the parlor, the cows, they start in their housing area back there, and as I understand it, then at milking time you will group them into the holding pen.
Yep, correct. We milk 60, and then all 60 will come up in this pen back here. It's like a staging area, and then we will file them, and I can fit 8 in here at a time on each side. So we'll file 8 in, and then I'll milk. I have 8 milkers. It's called a swing 8. I will milk these 8, and then I will swing. My units will swing across, and I will milk this side as these guys are walking out.
During the milking process, the milk goes through the hoses and to the refrigerated storage in the next room. And when you're all done cleaning process then, correct?
Yeah, cleaning. The milkers all go back. They stay out here in these drawers. We clean the outsides of them off, and they stay in these drawers. There is a wash system, which is like a dishwasher. Okay. You use detergent, and it flushes it through, flushes all the milk out, and so everything is clean after every milking.
Okay, now we're in the milk house, and Jen, we see a lot of stainless steel and plumbing here. The milk comes from the parlor.
Yep.
And then what happens here?
Milk comes from the parlor, comes into this big receiver jar, which has a pump on it. Once the milker unit is attached to the cow, the milk is never touched by hands from here on out. It goes through the stainless pipes, goes through the stainless jar, it goes through a filter. Yep, and then this is our plate cooler, which we use water to drop the temp on the milk in a hurry. And we reuse that water for wash down when we're done. That water goes into a tank, which we reuse. We wash our whole parlor down with all that water. And then from there it goes over to our tank.
The pipe, okay. Yep. Into the storage tank.
Into our big bulk tank, which it is cooled the rest of the way down to 39 degrees. And then our milk truck comes every other day to pick up what we have. And that tank is washed every time the milk truck comes too. Okay. It's also sanitized, washed. On the other side of Gene is our wash vat. That's for when we wash. That fills up with water 3 times. It runs a rinse, and then it runs a detergent, and then it runs an acid rinse cycle.
For washing the milking
system.
For
washing it goes through all the pipes,
okay.
Washes all the pipes after every milking.
Okay, that's great. And then the truck comes every other day and takes the milk to...
Our milk goes to Perham, to Bongards and Perham.
Bongards cheese plant in Perham.
Okay. Gets made into cheese.
Okay, now we're in the cow housing barn with Dave and his cows. They're licking their feet up. Looks like they'll need some more pretty soon.
Right, yeah. Yeah, shortly here they'll be getting another batch mixed up. Make sure we get them clean, let them eat up what they have for the day. And
way behind us, a mixer wagon.
Right, yeah. What you're looking at there is a mixer. It's just like almost like a KitchenAid. You just put all your ingredients in there, and instead of hitting a switch, we ended up using a tractor and stir it up. And once it's all stirred up, we come by here with the tractor and the mixer. We drive by, and it unloads that mixer as we go.
What are the ingredients? What are they using there?
Each farm's a little different, but here we do baleage, which is alfalfa and grass and red clovers, and we put that in there with corn silage, and then there's some protein in there of soybean meal, and a little bit of sorghum in there as well. And that is a mix. You can see the cows just love every bit of it.
Yeah, it looks like there's no waste to it. They're going to eat it.
No, and that's what gives us enough for their milk production here on this farm.
And I see with this type of barn is a free stall, so the cows can choose wherever they want to lay down. Eh?
Back in the days, you had where each cow had their individual stall, like we used to have in the tie stall barn, and they were just locked in each one until you let them out. Well, here they have the freedom. They can go in and out, and walk around whenever they please. They come up and eat whatever they want, and they have the freedom to move around all day long.
Do they pick a favorite spot?
I don't think really. I think they each kind of go wherever they want to and wherever they feel comfortable to lay down. So
yeah, your kids are running around here. They look like they're having a good time here too. That's great.
Pretty common.
Yeah. Anything else about the barn that's unique?
This is what they call a natural ventilated barn. We have these curtain sides here that open and close whenever we feel we need to for letting the fresh air in. And just overall uniqueness is that it's a newer style barn.
Yeah, looks like it should work pretty well for you.
Right.
And the light comes in through the curtains and they're adjustable, you said?
Yeah, each curtain we can adjust up and down for weather conditions and for the airflow. If it gets warmer or hotter, we can open and close them.
Now these are your milking cows. You got some younger calves somewhere in a different barn. Maybe we can take a look at them today too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's another group. Actually, we got a few groups here of young ones, and then they graduate up to another class and another class until they get big enough to
join the milking.
Join in the big family of the milk cows here.
Okay. Well, they look like they're doing well here. So, okay. Well, maybe we'll go look at a different barn then. Okay. Here we're out in the calf barn. Jen has a baby calf. How old is this one now?
Oh, about 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And they start out in individual pens, and then they get fed milk or milk replacer or.
Ours get fed milk.
Okay.
Same milk that comes out of the cows. Our calves all. Some people do feed milk replacer though. It's like baby formula.
6, 7, 8 weeks
Yeah,
then, or
6 to 8.
okay, and then they graduate to the group pens over behind us over here, and I see their group of different sizes, and
it's just like a school. You got your kindergarten, you got your first graders, and move up. So everybody's kind of the same size. So nobody gets really pushed around and bullied. They just
okay.
So
that works better
eventually
that way.
go up and till they get to the graduation
This
stage.
one's doing good. The sucking on your finger. So okay, so this one will be an individual pen for a while, and then on to the next pen. So well, thank you, Dave and Jen, for showing us your dairy farm. You're good to see your kids out here running around on the farm and having a good time. We'll probably get back to you some other time when we do another show. We saw the milking, we saw the milk storage, the cow housing, feeding, and these are the younger ones, which will be your future cows. So,
Absolutely.
so for TV3, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next week.